You are welcome. If anyone comes up with any questions later, please feel free to reach out.
Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
Okay, thanks. Have fun, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, guys. So Tim Gerry is up next with yoga. So let's just take a 5-minute break again to grab your yoga mats and some water, anything you might need. I think Tim's on here already. Tim,
can I ask him a question real quick?
Yes, that's what I was just going to see if we need anything, and about how long is the yoga session going to run, Tim?
Like half hour, 35 minutes, depending. I didn't know if this was going to run long. So if you have a mat, if you don't have a mat, it's not a big deal.
Okay.
So just if you don't have a mat, just have an open spot that you can basically do a jumping jack on the floor, and you'll be good to go for what we're going to do today.
All right, let's just do
Tim,
it.
just a quick question. Is this more restorative or strength-based, or what kind of yoga class are you doing?
It's more restorative, but there's a little bit of some core work built in there and a little bit, but nothing intense. It's not a really quick flowing. It's much more of a restorative yoga, because I know you guys have been kind of beat up for the weekend. I heard the glutes and yesterday, and I know everybody had the bike and the run. So I would say it's a fairly moderate yoga class.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. We'll be right back.
Oh. Well, we'll start in about a minute, Jackie. Perfect. we go through this, I will verbalize the best I can, but I'm also going to be doing it along with you. So if you have me up on screen, if you're able to pin me or make me the main person, if you don't know what I'm saying, you can always take a quick glance. One of the things I love about yoga is like the judgment-free zone. I still don't understand. Different people say it different ways. Flows are different, so. But I'll be going slow. I'll verbalize the best I can, and I will also be doing them with you so that we can get through this together. So let's find our way to child's pose. I like to start child's pose. So toes together, knees out wide, hands out in front, forehead on the floor, and you're just breathing, opening up your hips a little bit. And your forehead's on. As you exhale, you're just kind of pushing your glutes toward your heels, trying to stretch your spine out, and you're just relaxing. Child's pose is just about setting your intention. The thing that drew me to yoga is there was no watch, there was no time, there was no heart rate. It was just an opportunity for me to just be and not think of anything outside of my mat. So take some deep breaths in, and as you exhale, your glutes go toward your heels, and your hands go forward, stretching that back. We're going to stay here about 30 seconds, just loosening up. In your nose, out your mouth. In your nose, out your mouth. Just relax. Really pushing that glutes to your heels, opening those hips up, walking your hands forward, just breathing. Two more deep breaths in your nose, and exhale. And in your nose, and exhale. And slowly come up onto your hands, knees, and toes into the cat position. You're going to arch your back like a cat, and then let it drop your belly to the floor and arch your back down. And then breathe in, bringing your back up, and exhaling, stomach to the floor, arching your down. We'll do this 3 more times, and up, and exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, last one, inhale up, exhale down. Now take your right arm, put it up to the ceiling, and then gently put it underneath your left arm, bringing your shoulder to the floor, reaching across your body, and breathing. And bring it back up to the ceiling again, right hand to the ceiling, and then back underneath again. Feel that twisting motion a little bit. And last one, up to the ceiling with that right hand. Underneath that left arm again, please. And breathing in your nose and out your mouth. Now let's switch sides. Left hand to the ceiling. And underneath that right arm, bringing that left shoulder to the floor. Left arm to the ceiling. And then underneath that right arm, and breathing in your nose and out your mouth. And last one, left arm up and bring it through underneath. Excellent. Now hands to the floor, up off your knees to down dog. Gently pushing back with your hands, trying to stretch your calves out. Pedaling left foot to the floor, right foot to the floor. Let your head hang down, so you should be looking back at your feet. Don't have any tension in your neck. Take in between your big toe and your next toe and put it on the Achilles of one of your feet and gently press down. Help with a little extra stretch. Switch. We're just trying to pedal those feet out. Want to do both feet at the same time, that's fine. Push your hands across the floor, stretching those calves. Have your feet shoulder width apart. Excellent. Step forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, hands to your knees or flat back, people call it forward fold. Rise tall all the way up. Squeeze muscle the bone. Feel it a little bit. We're going to warm up a little bit. So forward fold, halfway lift, forward fold, rise tall again. Hug and muscle the bone. Forward fold, shoot back to a high plank, low plank, up dog, down dog, hop back forward, forward fold, halfway lift, forward fold, rise tall, really stretch, and then chair pose. Sit down, lock those knees and ankles together. Try to keep your hands up. Forward fold, halfway lift, forward fold, rise tall. One time. Forward fold, we're going to do gorilla asana. So take your palms of your hands underneath your feet. Put your toes to the creases in your wrist. Bend your knees a little bit. Let your head hang down, and then gently straighten your knees to your own. You're just stretching a little bit here. You shouldn't fall over. So gorilla, palms of your feet are underneath. Palms of your hands are underneath your feet. Gently stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, release them. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Shoot back to a high plank. Low. Up dog. Down dog. Step forward with your right foot. Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior, so bring that hand back, or warrior 3, sometimes they call it. Everyone windmill our hands to the floor, back to a high plank. High, low, up dog, down. Step forward with your left foot to warrior 1. Trying to get that thigh parallel to the ground. Try to get your hips square, your shoulders square. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. We're going to flow through again. Hands to the floor. High to low. Up. Down. Step forward with your right. Warrior 1. Really hold it. It's a very basic pose, but if you get that thigh parallel, try to have that knee over your ankle. Don't let the knee dive in. Try to keep it straight. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Flow through last time. High, low. Up dog, down. Step forward with your left. To warrior 1. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Excellent. Now just put both feet to the side and bend over at the waist. Both feet are pointing in the same direction. Hands behind your back. If you have a towel, you can use it. Try to interlock your fingers if you can. If you can't, just trying to bend over at the waist. Stretch those shoulders out. Legs are straight. Get a little hamstring stretch, a little shoulder stretch. And breathe. Release your hands. Walk them behind your legs. Excellent. Pivot forward. Straight forward leg. Bend over on that leg. Bring your hands down. Bring your hands next to your foot. Lift your back leg up. And if you can, you wrap your hands around the back of your calf, balancing on one foot. And if you can't, you just make a triangle with your 2 hands and your foot. You're trying to keep that leg straight. Trying to bring your chest down to your thigh. Get a little stretch in there. 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop that back foot down. Pivot back the opposite way. Same thing, straight front leg. Down on that front leg, stretching nice and long on that front leg. Hands to the floor, back leg comes up off the floor. Keep a triangle with your hands and your foot, or take your hands and wrap them around the back of your calf. Try to stretch it out, nice and easy. Excellent, drop that back foot forward. Step forward, feet together, hands at heart center. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise tall. Up nice and tall, high as you can. Contract your calves, your quads, your glutes, your biceps. Really contract, feel it all. Feel your toes into the floor. And down into chair pose. Knees and ankles locked together. Bring your hand to heart center. You're going to twist to your right, so left elbow goes outside your right knee. Keep your butt down. Open your arms and look to the ceiling. Hands back to heart center. Twist to the right. Open those hands, looking up to the ceiling. Excellent. Hands to heart center. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise tall. Hands back to heart center. We're going to do tree on our left leg. So bring your right leg in. It goes against your calf or on your inner thigh, above or below your knee. Hands stay at your heart. And then you grow your tree up. Balancing, your dristy is up, look up, find a focal point. Take the leg to rotate back a little bit. And breathe. Feel the floor with your toes, all the stabilizer muscles. Excellent, hands back to heart center, switch sides. Again, foot is above or below the knee. I cannot get it above my knee. And grow your tree up and out. Hands back to heart center. Foot on the floor. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Shoot back to a high plank. Low. Up. Down dog. And hang here for a second. Stretch those calves. Got a lot of running today. So you're going to pedal your feet. One comes up, one comes down. Stretching those calves, those hamstrings. Gently push back with your hands as one or both heels go to the floor. Gently stretching, breathe, let your head hang down. Five, 4, 3, 2, step or hop forward to forward fold. Halfway lift, forward fold, rise tall. We're going to do what's called eagle on our right. So left leg goes over right leg, left arm comes under right arm, and your palms come together. So again, your left leg comes over your right leg, and you sit on it, and your left arm comes under your right arm. Palms together, elbows should be shoulder height, and you're trying to sit down and you're trying to balance. We're going to do each side twice, and we're going to flow. So up, flow to the other side, right leg over left, right arm under left arm. A lot of the twisting motion is literally to rinse our body of all the toxins from all the exercise. And up, and switch to the other side. Left leg over right, left arm under right arm, elbow shoulder height. And up and flow back to the other side one more time. And so flow up, hands to heart center. Forward fold. halfway lift, forward fold. We're gonna step back with our right leg, drop the knee down to the lunge position, okay? Right arm up, left hand on that left knee, just gently pull that left knee forward, stretching. Right arm is up to the ceiling. Now gently straighten that back leg, bringing it off the floor, looking up. Drop that knee back down. Move your front foot out a little bit, and you're going to take your left elbow to the floor, bringing that left hip out a little bit. You should feel a stretch in that left hip flexor, glute. You're trying to bring that elbow to the floor. I literally can't do it. But that knee kind of pops out a little bit, and you're trying to bring your chest and elbows to the floor. You should feel it really in that hip area. It's a great hip stretch. Great hip opener. Should feel a little bit in that back hip flexor. 5, 4, 3, 2, and stand up, and we're going to switch sides. So left leg back, drop that knee down. Left arm goes up. We're gently stretching. Now remember, you want to keep your shoulders back on this. Pulling your knee forward, squeezing your glutes a little bit. You don't want to lean forward. You want to pull shoulders back. Now you want to take that back leg and straighten it out. You feel like keeping those shoulders back as much as you can. Excellent. Drop that knee back down. Now that right knee goes out a little bit. You're going to bring that right shoulder inside that right knee. Trying to bring that right elbow to the floor. Really opening that hip up. Five, 4, 3, 2, and now kneel on both knees. This is called camel. And you're rotating back, and you're trying to, you would have a block between your legs, and you'd have a block behind you, trying to grab your heels. If you can't, just pull your hips forward. You're just trying to find your feet behind you. Open your hips up, open your heart up to the ceiling. It's called camel. Excellent. Back down all 4. High plank. Now we're going to do what's called rock star. So we're going to take our right leg underneath our left leg and our left hand to the ceiling. It's a side plank, so right leg underneath left, hand up. Hold it. Repeat each side twice. Come back to high plank. Left leg under right leg. And right arm up to the ceiling. Just a basic side plank. Some like to call it rock star. It creates a little bit more stability when you put the leg out there. Excellent. Let's switch back to the other side. Right leg under left leg. Left hand to the ceiling. And again, one more rotation. Left leg underneath right, right hand to the ceiling. Excellent. High plank, low plank, up dog, down dog, hop forward, forward fold, halfway lift, forward fold, rise tall, forward fold, halfway lift, forward fold, rise tall. Now what we're going to do is grab our right knee or interlock our right big toe out in front of you. So if you can't do your toe out straight, just grab your right knee. Balancing on one foot. Either one is fine. And you're going to open that leg up to the side. And now bring it back forward, releasing it. Hands above your head. And if you had your knee, put your foot out straight. And now you're gonna airplane it backwards. So swing your foot backwards, hands out to your side. So now you're in airplane on one leg. Now from here, left leg's on the floor. Rotate your hips open so your left hand is touching the floor. Hips to the side wall. 5, 4, 3, 2. Both feet on the floor. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise tall. Let's do the opposite side. Left knee or left big toe, either one, whichever you prefer. Open it up to the side. Really open it up. This is even though you don't feel it as much, you get a little hip opener here. Bring it back forward, foot out in front. Airplane backwards. So your right foot's on the floor. So touch the same hand to the floor, opening those hips up to the side wall. 5, 4, 3, 2. Both feet on the ground. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Shoot back to a high plank and hold it. Stay here for a second. Down to a low plank. Hold it for a second. 3, 2. Up dog. Really, we're going to stay here for about 15, 20 seconds. Feel those hips. Let those toes go so the bottoms of your feet are on the floor. Push against it. Feel your abs stretch a little bit. Feel your hips roll to the floor. Another 10 seconds. Put those toes back onto the floor. So, down dog we go. Take your right foot to the ceiling and then let it roll as it's three-legged dog. And let it roll off to the side and open your hips. But keep both your hands on the floor. 5, 4. You should feel it through your ribs, really stretching through. 2, and drop your floor back to the foot to the floor. Three-legged dog, left leg to the ceiling. Open that up. Just get contagious, by the way. I love it. I love it. 5, 4. Now we're going to let that foot actually roll over and hit the floor behind you, and your left hand is going to come off the floor. So let it drop, and then just sit on the floor. We're going to do a couple wheels from here, and then a couple hip openers. So from here, we're going to do wheels or bridges. If you don't feel comfortable, if you just want to do a bridge, you're just going to do a bridge. If you want to do a couple wheels, hands by your head. We're going to do 3 for 5 seconds. You ready? And up, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. And back up, 5, 3, 2, and down. And last one, up, 5, 4, 3, 2, and back down. We're going to get back onto our stomach. We're going to go knees out wide, feet out wide. So your big toes are on the ground. Okay? Inside your feet are on the ground. Knees out wide. Okay? Feet should be out wider than your knees. Called frog pose. Hands are gently out in front. And you're gently going to get on your elbows and push backwards. Feel it in your hips. So the key is feet are out wider than your knees. Insides of your feet are on the floor. And you should feel this in your hips. And breathe. Don't hurt yourself. Exhale and stretch. And when you breathe in, relax the stretch for a second. When you exhale, go back into the stretch. And breathe in your nose and out your mouth. In your nose and out your mouth. Another 10, 15 seconds here. In your nose and out your mouth. 5, 4, 3. Now let's take our left leg and bring it underneath us. And our right leg's gonna go straight back as a hip opener. So your left leg is underneath you the best you can. Right leg straight back. And you're gonna try to bring your chest to your front leg into the floor. And your hands out in front. And as you exhale, you just push on that hip that's underneath. You'll find that stretch spot in your nose. And when you exhale, really breathe into that hip and really try to stretch all those stabilizers that are stuck in that hip. In your nose and out your mouth. Really, you can move around a little bit in this spot and find that little spot that feels really good in that hip. We're going to stay here for about 20 seconds. Ten more seconds. Really breathe. Make sure you're feeling your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's switch sides. Really breathe. Try to bring that chest down in your nose and out your mouth. The greatest thing about yoga is the least judgment-free zone I've ever been in my entire life. There's no judgment. As much as you can or cannot stretch, whether you can or cannot get into a pose, just breathe in your nose, out your mouth. We're going to stay here for 20 seconds. Ten more seconds. 5, 4, 3. Let's roll onto our back. And we're going to put our feet straight up to the ceiling. We're going to support our hips with our elbows on the floor, our hands on our hips. We want to support them. We want our feet straight up. And gently lower your butt down. We're going to do happy baby. So take your hands outside of your feet, knees out wide. Okay? And just pull those knees to the sides of your chest. And breathe. You should feel it. Lower back, hips, hamstrings a little bit. Breathe. 10 seconds. Now I want you to take your right leg, put it out straight, bring your left knee to your chest. And I want to take that left knee and rotate it across their body. Keeping that left arm on the floor, left knee across your body, right leg out straight. Breathe. In your nose and out your mouth. In your nose and out your mouth. 2 more deep breaths in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring that back to center. Let's switch sides. So left leg out straight. Right knee to your chest. Rotate that right knee across, but leave that right arm out flat to the side. Feel that twist. Rinsing motion. Deep breaths in your nose, out your mouth. Your nose, out your mouth. Last deep breath in, and exhale. Now have both feet straight out in front of you. One hand on your heart, one hand on your stomach. Now your legs can be straight, palms of your feet can be together. Whatever's most comfortable, you can bend your knees, feet flat on the ground. We're going to stay here for about a minute, just breathing. want you to breathe in and exhale out. Breathe in and out. While you're here, just think about a couple things that you're thankful for. You always sometimes focus on the negative. Be thankful today that you're probably fairly injury-free, so you're exercising today. We're all here together. Made some new friends this weekend. Anything. Take a couple more deep breaths in and out. In and out. 2 more deep breaths, and then come to a seated position. To the seated position, hands to heart center. I appreciate you guys following along for the last 30 to 35 minutes with me. I tried to make it fairly restorative in terms of a lot of hip openers with all the running and biking and everything. I personally find yoga just a stress-free environment. But I want to say thank you for this morning ride and a roll and now yoga. Comes to forehead, namaste, a little sign of gratitude. I'm not trying to be religious with you at all. I have to say that also as a teacher every day when I do this in class. So,
Thanks, Tim.
thank you.
That was very needed after all the things we have done this week.
Yeah, I tried to create a lot more hip openers in that one. So,
Yeah, it felt great. Thank you.
you guys have a great day.
Thanks, Tim. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and the view from the back of your house.
Bye.
All right, guys. So Beth is up next at 12:30. So we have about a 25-minute break. So if you're hungry now, go ahead and grab some food. And you can eat while you're listening to Beth, or you can eat later, whatever. But we'll be back at 12:30. Okay.